The financial standing of Todd Chrisley continues to be a mystery to many people. In a recent thread on Reddit, one person dove into how none of the Chrisley homes are actually in Todd's name. Why could that be? Keep reading and see what you think. The buying and selling of the Chrisleys' properties. A person on Reddit broke down the houses that are still in Savannah Chrisley's name as well as the homes she has sold. Savannah first bought the Franklin house in October 2016. She reportedly put $250,000 down on the $681,800 house. In April 2024, she sold the house for $1.25 million. After paying capital gains taxes, the Chrisley Knows Best star made about $700,000 profit. The next house purchased by the Chrisleys was by Julie in April 2019. It was a big, white house on Exton Lane. When she bought it, Julie put $1.2 million down, which left a mortgage of $2,145,000 on the $3.37 million home. They made the decision to sell the house after they started their prison sentence. She did this through Savannah as her power of attorney. In April 2023, the Exton Lane house sold for $5.2 million. It should be noted that the Exton Lane house had a $17 million restitution lien on it. The Reddit user suggested that the profits from the sale might have gone to the government to satisfy the lien. Another home that belongs to the Chrisley family is the Worcester house. Savannah purchased it in July 2021 for $2.45 million with a down payment of $600,000. That leaves a mortgage of about $1,837,500. It is believed that her brother Chase Chrisley likely lives there now. Why wasn't Todd Chrisley listed on any of the homes? Then, there is the house that Savannah, Chloe, and Grayson live in currently. It is on Linwood Boulevard. Julie Chrisley bought the home in December 2016 for $1.6 million with a $220,000 down payment. In 2020, Julie gave the house to Savannah via an interfamily transfer. Apparently, Savannah then placed the house in a trust called the Getha Trust. There isn't any information about whether or not there is a mortgage on this home, but the Reddit user assumes that their main residence is likely paid off. The bigger question here is why were none of the properties in Todd's name? After all, he was the patriarch of the family. You'd think at least one, if not all, of the homes would be in his name. Ultimately, the Reddit user hypothesized that Todd Chrisley never had any properties listed in his name for several reasons. He had personal and business bankruptcies in the past, which could be one reason. Another possibility is that Todd allegedly knew that the government would eventually come looking for him to pay his back taxes. Due to this, he didn't want to have anything in his name to seize. What do you think? Did Todd Chrisley keep everything out of his name for a reason? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Todd Chrisley, a man known for his extravagant lifestyle and starring role in the reality TV show, Chrisley Knows Best, often portrayed a life of opulence and success. But behind the scenes, his financial dealings were far more complicated and shrouded in mystery. One such enigmatic aspect was why he chose not to put his homes in his name. This decision sparked curiosity and speculation, revealing a labyrinth of motives and maneuvers that went far beyond the surface. In the glamorous world of the Chrisleys, appearances were everything. Todd Chrisley had built his persona on the pillars of wealth, luxury, and impeccable taste. His sprawling mansions, designer clothes, and high-end cars were all part of the image he cultivated. Yet, despite his apparent affluence, Todd was notoriously secretive about his finances. He often boasted about his wealth. One primary reason Todd Chrisley did not put homes in his name was to protect his assets from potential lawsuits and creditors. By keeping properties under different names or in the names of trusts and LLCs, he created a layer of separation between himself and his assets. This strategy, while legal, added a level of complexity to his financial profile, making it difficult for anyone seeking to claim against his properties to do so directly. It was a tactic often employed by wealthy individuals to shield their fortunes from legal battles and financial scrutiny. However, this approach also raised eyebrows and questions about his financial stability. Critics argued that it was a red flag indicating deeper issues. Was Todd Chrisley truly as wealthy as he claimed, or was his fortune built on a house of cards? The lack of transparency only fueled these suspicions. Todd's decision to obscure the ownership of his homes could be seen as a way to maintain the facade of wealth while hiding underlying financial troubles. Another plausible reason was tax avoidance. By placing properties under different entities, Todd could potentially exploit tax loopholes and reduce his tax liabilities. This method, while complex, allowed for more flexible tax planning and could minimize the taxes owed on his real estate holdings. Todd Chrisley, known for his business acumen, likely understood these advantages and utilized them to his benefit. Yet, there was more to the story than just financial maneuvering. Todd's decision to keep homes out of his name also had personal motivations. He was a man deeply concerned with control and privacy. By not having his name directly associated with his properties, he could enjoy a level of anonymity and discretion. This was particularly valuable given his public persona and the constant scrutiny from both fans and the media. The Chrisley family's legal troubles, which culminated in convictions for tax evasion and bank fraud, cast a long shadow over Todd's financial decisions. The court cases revealed a tangled web of deceit, with Todd and his wife, Julie, accused of hiding millions of dollars worth of income and lying to banks to secure loans. These revelations painted a starkly different picture from the glamorous life showcased on their reality show. In light of these legal battles, Todd's decision to keep homes out of his name appeared even more strategic. It was a preemptive measure, a way to protect his family's assets in case things went awry. As the court cases unfolded, it became clear that Todd's financial empire was built on shaky ground, and the steps he had taken to insulate his assets were not enough to shield him from the consequences of his actions. Despite the legal turmoil, Todd Chrisley remained defiant. He continued to present an image of resilience and strength, asserting that the truth would eventually come to light and exonerate him. To his loyal fans, he was a victim of a legal system determined to bring him down. To his critics, he was a cunning businessman who had finally been caught in his web of lies. In the end, Todd Chrisley's decision not to put homes in his name was a complex interplay of legal strategy, financial acumen, and personal preference. It reflected his desire to protect his assets, minimize tax liabilities, and maintain a level of privacy. But it also highlighted the precarious nature of his financial empire, built on a foundation of secrecy and obfuscation. As the dust settled on the Chrisley family's legal battles, the world was left to ponder the true extent of Todd Chrisley's wealth and the motivations behind his actions. Was he a savvy businessman who knew how to navigate the complexities of wealth management?